A Premier League player, worth over €40 million, has just given the okay to play for Real Madrid. And the craziest part, he could arrive for only €25 million. And while everyone was focused on the present, Real Madrid is already planning for the future. A 21-year-old midfielder, nicknamed the English Cruz, is on their radar. But the question is, can they pull him away from the hottest club in England right now? Hold on, because there's an official presentation coming, a new white shirt will soon be revealed to the fans, and Xabi Alonso is shaping the team with tactical innovations that will make you see Real Madrid in a whole new way. But hey, before we dive into these bombshells, subscribe to the channel. Here you get breaking news, pure emotion, no filler, always the way the merengue fans like it. Don't waste time. Click now and let's ride together in this season that promises so much. The bomb dropped straight from Spain's AS newspaper, and when this kind of news leaks there, it means there's real fire. Ibrahima Konate, Liverpool's defensive monster, has already given the green light, the full go-ahead, to fulfill a dream, wearing the heaviest shirt on the planet, Real Madrid's. And pay attention, if not now, then definitely next season. The man wants the Bernabeu, wants the crest, wants to fight for the Champions League in white. And get this, Real Madrid could bring him in for only €25 million. Man. 25 million for a centre-back who, on the market, is worth over 40? That's basically a legalized steal. He's young, has the physical presence, game reading, years of Champions League experience, and is used to playing at the highest level. Picture him next to Rudiger, it would be a pure wall, nobody getting through. But, as always, the English are trying to figure things out. Liverpool doesn't want to lose him now or for free. They're already hustling to renew his contract and tie him down for a few more years. But here's the catch. Konate's contract ends in 2026, and he's made it clear, either sell me now and make some money, or I'll walk for free when the time's up. It's a real checkmate for them. Meanwhile, Real is lurking, just waiting for the right moment. According to AS, Konate's name is the absolute priority for the board to strengthen the defense in the medium term. But it could turn into a short-term move. If Liverpool completes the deals they're negotiating for two defenders, Marc Guéhi from Crystal Palace and Giovanni Leoni from Italy, then the house falls. With both coming in, competition increases and Konate's space shrinks. The perfect scenario for Real Madrid to act coldly and make the killer offer. And pay attention, because the competition isn't easy. PSG is also watching closely, sniffing around for any opening. But the player himself has already sent the message. He wants to play for Real Madrid. He's chosen his side. It's not about money, it's about a dream, status, greatness. And in that sense, there's only one possible club, the biggest in the world. The Real board, of course, has other concerns. They want to see how Eder Militao and David Alaba recover after long injuries. That's why they haven't made the final decision yet. For now, they're trusting Antonio Rudiger, who even at 32, still delivers a lot, the promising youngster Dean Huijsen, and academy player Raul Asensio, who's also getting minutes. But if the golden chance appears, 25 million for a France national team-level centre-back with Premier League and Champions League experience, you can't ignore it. It's the same old story, when Real Madrid calls, the world stops. And Konate has already picked up the phone. Now it's up to you, true merengue fan. If you were in Florentino's shoes, would you bring Konate now for 25 million, or wait another season to get him for free and risk losing him to PSG? Comment below. I want to see what the Madridista crowd thinks. And hey, leave a like if you're also tired of seeing Alaba injured and want a centre-back with presence, physicality, grit, and hunger for titles. The wait is over. Real Madrid has just announced the official presentation date for young Franco Mastantuono, straight from Argentina. The kid turns 18 today, and will be presented tomorrow, August 15th, at Ciudad Real Madrid. This was a strategic move by Florentino Perez. Real sealed the deal months ago, but due to his age and FIFA rules, they couldn't present or register him before his 18th birthday. Now, it's all clear. The ceremony will be complete. Florentino will personally welcome him to sign a 6-season contract with the club. Get ready, the future starts now. And here's the best part. The boy could even play in the opener against Osasuna, depending on what coach Xabi Alonso decides. Remember this name, okay? Real is betting heavily on young talents, and Mastantuono is one of 4 confirmed midfield reinforcements this season. Forget everything you've seen before. Real Madrid now has a new identity. Coach Xabi Alonso has already shown in pre-season that things will be very different from Ancelotti. The team lost badly to PSG at the Club World Cup, 4-0, but the coach came out saying, "We're starting from zero." Right in the first pre-season matches, Xabi showed courage, changed the tactical structure, abandoned the old rigid 4-at-the-back system and tested 3 centre-backs, something that seemed forbidden at the Bernabeu. But he went ahead and did it. On top of that, he implemented constant high pressing, especially in the offensive sector, demanding that Vinicius, Mbappe, Bellingham, and Valverde not only attack but defend with the same hunger. No more star players waiting for the ball at their feet. Alonso wants everyone running, pressing, fighting for every meter of the pitch. He's already said it himself, if the 11 on the pitch don't defend together, nothing will work. And that applies to everyone, even Mbappe, the 43-goal star from last season. No one has a guaranteed spot in this new Real. The game is collective. Its intensity from the first to the last minute. And speaking of midfield, where Real has always had geniuses, the Modric era is over. The Croatian said goodbye after more than a decade as the team's maestro, and now the baton is being passed on. The young Arda Güler, a 20-year-old Turk, is the big favorite to take on that creative role, especially with Bellingham out until mid-October, recovering from shoulder surgery. And Güler has already made it clear, he wants to be the protagonist. He himself said that the new style of play, with more possession and control, is perfect for his style. And it doesn't stop there. Another heavyweight reinforcement has arrived to change everything at the back. Trent Alexander-Arnold, coming straight from Liverpool, joined before his contract ended just so he could play in the Club World Cup. That's commitment, that's hunger for trophies. And the truth is, he's already adapting very well to Alonso's attacking setup, using his vision, pinpoint passing, and intelligence to create chances down the right side that we haven't seen since Carvajal's best days. By the way, Real didn't hold back this summer, over €170 million invested. That's right. Big money spent on talents like Dean Huijsen to strengthen the defense, Alexander-Arnold himself, the physical return of veteran Carvajal, and of course, the Argentine gem Franco Mastantuono, one of the most sought-after names in the South American market, who will now wear white. A clear investment in both the present and the future. But as with any new era, not everyone will fit in. And the first name to suffer the consequences seems to be Rodrigo Goes. The Brazilian didn't convince in pre-season, had very quiet performances in the Club World Cup, and for now, doesn't seem to have a guaranteed spot with Alonso. The coach wants intensity, effort, consistency, and Rodrigo, for now, is still falling short. Amid all this, the mood in the dressing room is one of real change. This is no longer a team stuck in the past. Alonso wants to transform Real Madrid into a side that excites again, that imposes respect not just because of the names, but because of the football they play. He speaks of ambition, emotion, and energy as the pillars of the new project. And look, anyone who's seen the training sessions and pre-season matches knows, things are getting serious. The goal is as clear as the Madrid sun: win everything again. La Liga, Champions, Super Cup, everything. But not just any way. The order is, play beautifully, play with passion, and play to shut the critics' mouths. This is the new Real Madrid being born. And if all goes well, the 2025-26 season could mark the beginning of a new dynasty in European football. Led by Xabi Alonso, Mbappe, Vinicius, Güler, Alexander-Arnold, and company. According to the newspaper Sport, Real Madrid has its eyes firmly set on another Premier League gem, and this time, the target is a midfielder who's being called in England the successor to Toni Kroos. We're talking about Adam Wharton from Crystal Palace, who, at just 21 years old, is already being nicknamed the English Kroos. And it's not an exaggeration. It's real talent. The nickname didn't come by chance. The kid has an incredible football IQ, the composure to control the midfield like a veteran, and a passing quality that makes any fan get out of their seat. He knows how to dictate the pace of the game, switch play with class, position himself well, defend when needed, and still pop up as a surprise element in attack. He's the type of player who makes the team work without needing to shine with goals or dribbles. He organizes everything. And you know who's already spoken up inside the dressing room? Jude Bellingham. The English star and current Real Madrid idol went straight to the point. He said Wharton's style fits perfectly with what Xabi Alonso is building in the club's new tactical project. And let's be honest, if Bellingham, who's there every day training feeling the team's pulse, recommends him, it's because it's serious business. Real has taken note, underlined his name in red, and put him at the top of the midfield target list. Because the truth is this, since Kroos retired, Real has been looking for someone with that cerebral, calm, technical profile, capable of taking control of the game even in the toughest moments. And Wharton seems to be that guy. But as with everything involving young Premier League talent, the deal won't be simple or cheap. Crystal Palace is living the best phase in the club's history. They've won the FA Cup, the Community Shield, and even secured a spot in the Europa League. That's given them confidence, visibility, and, most importantly, filled their coffers. In other words, They don't need to sell anyone right now. And if they do sell, it will be for a lot of money. So you already know, right? If Real really wants to take Wharton from there, they're going to have to open the wallet. And open it big. There's no more bargaining in the English market, especially with mid-table clubs swimming in prize money, TV revenue, and sponsorship cash. But look, we know Real Madrid. When the board decides they want a player, they go all in. And if Alonso has already given the green light, and Bellingham is lobbying inside the dressing room, you can be sure Wharton's name will gain strength in the coming months. The kid has the profile, the quality, and the future. He could be the new conductor of the midfield, the guy who organizes the team, balances attack and defense, and brings back that calm and control Cruz provided for so long. He's the missing piece to complete Xabi Alonso's midfield puzzle. And the coolest part of all this? Seeing Real move smartly, looking not just at the present but at the future. While other clubs buy out of desperation, Real watches, plans, and strikes with precision. Defense, midfield, attack, youth system, nobody's safe. Every area is being renewed. And with Xabi Alonso in charge, football is becoming something collective, modern, and intense. What he wants are players who think fast, position themselves well, and know how to read the game as a whole. Wharton fits that like a glove. If you want to keep getting these bombshells, honest analysis, and all the behind the scenes from the biggest club in the world, subscribe to the channel now. Turn on the bell, drop that nice like, and share it with everyone in the supporters group. This is Real Madrid, brother. And here, the passion never stops. Hala Madrid.